Some football matches are just about the final score, but then there are others. The ones that become stories. Stories about human spirit, about unbelievable hope, and, in this case, about ultimate heartbreak. We're going to talk about one of those nights, a night that defined a season for the Italian club, Juventus. And just to set the tone, listen to this. These are the words of the team's captain, Manuel Locatelli, right after it was all over. This quote, it just perfectly captures the roller coaster of emotion we're about to dive into. It tells you everything about the incredible highs and the absolutely devastating lows of this story. Okay, so to really understand the insane drama of the second game, you first have to get just how big of a hole Juventus had dug for themselves. I mean, coming into this match, they weren't just behind. They were facing what felt like an impossible mountain to climb. And this number right here, this is why. 5-2. That was the absolute hammering they took in the first match against Galatasaray. So to have any chance, any hope at all of going through, they had to win this second game by at least 3 goals. And at this level of competition, that's a monumental ask. But, sometimes football defies logic. And against all the odds, they came out in their home stadium and delivered a performance that was it was something for the ages. This wasn't just about tactics or skill, this was pure heart. They left everything they had out on that pitch. And the drama just kept building. First, an early goal, and you feel that little spark of hope, right? Then, defender Federico Gatti makes it 2-0, and suddenly you can feel the belief surging through the stadium. But then, disaster. Lloyd Kelly gets a red card. Juventus are down to 10 men for most of the second half. It should have been over, but somehow, against all logic, Weston McKennie scores, making it 3-0 on the night. The impossible was actually happening. I mean, just stop and think about that for a second. The sheer willpower. A player down, needing 3 goals to survive, and they did it. They literally clawed their way back from the absolute brink and forced 30 more minutes of extra time. The place was electric, the dream was well and truly alive. But this is where the story takes its tragic turn. After climbing that impossible mountain, after doing what everyone said they couldn't, the summit was just out of reach. In extra time, that beautiful dream began to crumble. And here it is, the brutal, heartbreaking contrast. The dream was this historic, unbelievable 3-0 comeback win. But the reality? It was so cruel. With their players just completely gassed from playing with 10 men for so long, Galatasaray hit back, not once, but twice. And there you have it, the final score over the 2 games, 7-5. After all of that effort, all of that heart, all of that belief, it ended in defeat. Juventus were knocked out of the Champions League. A heroic 3-2 win on the night just wasn't enough. You can just imagine what came after that final whistle. Just raw human emotion. The physical exhaustion is one thing, but the emotional weight of a loss like that, it's something else. And really, the player's own words tell the story better than I ever could. And we're back to the captain, Locatelli. You can just feel the mix of pride and pain in his voice. We gave our heart and more. He knows they left absolutely nothing out there. This wasn't a loss because they didn't try. And man, that's a feeling that sticks with you. But then you get the other side of that coin from the goal scorer Federico Gatti. And for him, it's just pure frustration. He's pointing right back to the real problem, the first match. He's basically saying that while they were heroes tonight, the real damage was done a week before. And it's really important to mention this. The fans, they saw it too. They didn't boo, they didn't walk out angry. They stood up and they applauded. They recognized the unbelievable heart their team had just shown, and they appreciated that effort, even in a devastating loss. So you might be thinking, why does one game, one elimination, matter so much in the grand scheme of things? Well, if we zoom out a little, this loss actually has some pretty big consequences that go way beyond just this one night of heartbreak. Yeah, the ripple effects are real. For Italian football as a whole, it means there's only one team left carrying the flag in Europe's biggest competition. But for Juventus specifically, their problems are bigger than this one tournament. They're struggling in their domestic league, sitting in 5th place, and they're 4 crucial points away from even qualifying for next year's Champions League. So this loss wasn't just an emotional blow, it was a financial and competitive one too. And that really just leaves us with this final thought. What's the thing that really hurts the most after a night like this? Is it the heartbreak of fighting so hard and still coming up short in the final moments? Or is it that awful nagging regret, knowing that this heroic fight should never ever have been necessary in the first place? It's a question of pride versus regret. And for this Juventus team, the answer is probably a very painful mix of both.